can all agree that sewing is definitely one of our favorite pastimes. However, there are some processes and steps that are very annoying, and I would go as far as to say they can make you want to pull your hair out sometimes. So, let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? This is Patrice from My Embellished Life. Welcome or welcome back to my channel where I show you guys all of my sewing shenanigans and whatever else tickles my fancy. Thank you so much for stopping by and decided to embark on this incredible journey with me. So you guys, sewing, I love it and you love it. However, there are some processes that I wish that I could just do without. So in this video, I'm going to share 7 of those annoying and hair pulling out processes that I just do not like. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get in it. So the first annoying process that just makes me want to scream on the inside is threading a serger. Look, if you guys have thread a serger before, you know what I'm talking about. That thing can be an absolute nightmare at times. I mean, one wrong move and everything goes to hell. And to be honest, I've stopped using my serger for a long time because of that. I think I've explained it before in a previous video, but there was a time when I didn't use my serger at all for quite a few years. It was just in a box put away somewhere because I did not enjoy, or I do not enjoy, let me say that because it's still a thing, I do not enjoy threading up a serger. So until last year, I relied on other seam finishing techniques with my sewing machine. You know, the turning over techniques, using the bias binding and stuff like that, just because I just don't like threading up a serger. But however, last year I decided, pull that bad boy back out and just make some use out of it, because quite frankly, it does make your work go faster, and I am already a slow sewist as it is. But jeez and bread, my serger sometimes just makes me want to pick it up and just throw it in the bin. I hate threading up a serger. Now, what I do sometimes is that instead of having to rethread the whole thing, I would actually form a knot from the ending of the old threads to the beginning of the new thread and then run it through the serger, providing that the knot is secure enough, because not all the time that knot is secured, and then we have to go through the process. And I'll even admit this as well. Sometimes the color of the fabric that I choose will depend on what color thread that is already threaded on my serger, just because I would like to avoid threading my serger as much as I possibly can. And heaven forbid if a thread bursts during my project, especially that first position thread. Oh my goodness, that is absolute mayhem. So that is exactly one process that I wish I could pay someone to do with me. Just I have put out an ad for a sweater, a serger threader. I can't even say it. How ridiculous it sounds. But yes, I wish I could do that. So that is my first annoying process. My second annoying process, unpicking stitches. I don't care what anybody says. Unpicking stitches is not a relaxing thing. It is not. Especially if you have black on black thread or white fabric on white thread. Ooh, that is no bueno. I do not like it at all. I mean, something that took me 2 seconds to stitch up can literally take me a half an hour to an hour to unpick, and heaven forbid if I've already overlocked those edges. I'm just saying, I don't like it. But however, However, sometimes you just can't run from the inevitable and you have to do it anyway. But that doesn't mean that I have to enjoy the process. So that is my second annoying process. My third annoying process, and I mean soul wretched process, is the preparation before the sewing stage. So I mean putting that fabric together and cutting out that fabric and all the adjustments and all of those preparations that we have to do beforehand. I do not like it. But in order for me to start sewing, I need to do that preparation stage, but I just wish I could do without it. It takes me forever to get that process done, especially if I'm starting a new pattern. Heaven forbid it's a PDF pattern, and I've been using a lot of those lately. If I have to print the pattern and put all of those papers together, then I have to go back and cut it out. Then I have to go and make adjustments, whether I'm doing the pivot and slide or whether I'm using some other adjustments, to accommodate for my shoulders and what's not. Listen, I just want to sew. Can I get to that? Please, can I get to that? This process takes me forever. As a matter of fact, I can't even do that preparation, all of that preparation, and start sewing on the same day. It has to be 2 separate days because it takes me forever to do all of that preparation and cut the fabric. I don't like it. I definitely don't like it. It is not relaxing for me. I just want to sew. Can I get that? I mean, can I get that? Ah. My fourth annoying process is going to piggyback off of my third process, and that is cutting out plaids, stripes, and directional fabric. Listen, if you're not paying attention and you're just going on your merry way, listen. Yes, stuff can happen. I mean, I've ruined fabrics in the past because I wasn't paying attention to the direction of the print. If it's a unidirectional print, I've ruined fabrics in the past, thinking I'm jamming, I'm definitely jamming. Cut out everything, began sewing, and then I've noticed that the back is upside down and the front is right-sided up. And I'm like, now why? Why is this happening? As for the plaids, you have to make sure things are matching, especially with the stripes as well. You have to make sure things are matching. So you have to take your time and really make sure that things are matching up. Look, as much as I don't like it, I also do not like when things are not matching up or when things are aligned. It makes it look sloppy. And granted, I have seen some store-bought garments with plaids and stripes, and they are not matching up. So it is not uncommon, but I find it to be sloppy. But that doesn't mean that I like the process nonetheless. Don't like the process. But it's something that we have to do anyway if you choose to use plaids and stripes and those sorts of fabric. But we don't have to love the process anyway. So my fifth annoying process, and I mean this one hurts my soul to the core. Sewing pattern instructions that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, and especially if it's a paid for pattern. I mean, what are you thinking? I'm spending my good money. Can I get decent instructions? I mean, can I get that? Can I get that, please? I don't like it, especially those sewing patterns that assume that you know how to do certain things already, and so they just omit it entirely out of the illustrations and the written instructions. And sometimes if you're not if you're a beginner or you're not at that level yet, it can leave you with some bald patches in your head. And not all patterns that are rated easy are easy. I'm just going to say it out right now. There is a lot to be said about having poor pattern instructions, especially if you're new to sewing. Well, not especially. I mean, that's a big plus too, because that can turn an individual off of the craft. But you should, can we get decent pattern instructions? That's all I'm saying. If I'm paying for it, please believe it, I want to have decent pattern instructions, and that's all I'm going to say. That is all. Sixth annoying process, buttonholes. I do not like inserting buttonholes at all, but it is a necessary evil. It is. And I know I'm not the only one out there, because I know sewers who completely avoid buttonholes. At least I do them every now and again when I can't escape it. And as a matter of fact, I do have garments in my wardrobe that are 99% completed. The only thing that is stopping me from wearing these garments is because I haven't inserted the buttonholes as yet. The buttons are already there. Everything is completed. Hem, everything. All the finishing except buttonholes. I don't like it. At this point, I just told myself I'm going to take these unfinished projects to a seamstress friend of mine and pay them to insert these buttonholes. And one of those projects is actually my denim jacket that I did last year. I know the jacket is too big for me, and I wouldn't wear it because I know it's too big for me. But the fact that it is incomplete and it's my first denim jacket and I am hella proud of it, those buttonholes needs to be inserted. So yeah, that is my task. I'm going to pay someone to insert these buttonholes. Yeah. Now, before I unveil my 7 annoying process, if you have any sort of annoying processes in sewing, put them in the comments below. Are they similar to mine? Are they completely different? Tell me. Tell me. I want to know, because I know I cannot be the only one out there who have annoying processes in sewing. I cannot. So my 7th annoying process, zippers. Zippers. Sad thing is, unlike buttonholes, I cannot avoid the zippers, so I have to do it even though I do not like them. Oh my goodness, there's hardly ever a time that I've inserted the zipper correctly the first time. If I'm going to unpick something, it's going to be the zipper. For some odd and strange reason, that zipper would not let me perfect it the first time. I don't know why, and I don't like it. That zipper always gives me a run for my money. But sadly, I cannot escape it. But it's annoying as hell. Alright guys, that wraps up my annoying processes and steps when it comes to sewing. Tell me what you think about them in the comments below. And while you're at it, if you find this video intriguing and amusing and entertaining, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell as well so you can keep up with all of my other shenanigans. But until then, I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Think lovely thoughts. Keep on smiling, and always remember to make beautiful and wonderful things. All right, lovies, I'm out of here. Bye.